Thanks for tuning back into the podcast, everybody. Where it doesn't matter. Look at me, dude. Look at me. Look at me in the eye. I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm glad we're all back together. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. We're so close to 80, guys. We almost have 80 subscribers.
Almost to 80,000? That's amazing. 80 views total.
Dude, we're grassroots, man.
We're very grassroots.
I mean?
Yeah. We saw Sarah's dad yesterday, and he started a YouTube channel just on a whim. He makes $5,000 a month just fixing cars on YouTube.
What? Are you serious?
$5,000 a month.
Wow.
100,000 subscribers. I was like, I'm gonna go kill myself.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
$5,000 a month?
Yeah, just fixing cars and airplanes.
That's a living, dude.
Yeah,
that's $60K a year.
That's his job.
Wow.
He quit his job at the fucking being a meteorologist.
Wow.
Fix cars.
I mean, to be fair, that guy has like an actual skill.
That's true.
And we're just doing this.
What am I thinking? Can you believe it? We can't even get close to that.
Does he riff any good jokes? I don't think so.
Yeah. Does he make jokes about carburetors?
He's in West Virginia. He might say the N-word just as much as us.
He does. Well,
us together, we all say it.
I would say probably more than someone.
Well,
here.
check this out, Nathan.
He does, dude. Look at him in the screen. He looks like a Nazi, does he not? Look at him. You see that? Did you see that?
Like crafty?
You don't see it? You don't think so? Is it because you also kind of look like his commanding officer?
I don't know. I don't know. The word gets thrown around.
Going out on the road and like seeing other people. See what I mean, dude? I'm an eye itcher. You see me? I'm itching my eye. I can't help it. I have a problem. Going out on the road, seeing like what other scenes are like and how diverse other scenes are like. I'm like, dude, this is just, I'm surrounded by Nazis.
You come back in and you're like, I'm trapped.
No, dude,
trapped in this hell of white guilt.
You know, comedy is like all, it is a lot of white guys for sure. But you go out of St. Louis and you're like, whoa, dude, they have like women. You know, there's like chicks do comedy out here, or like Indian dudes do comedy here. Like there's not even a single gay comic in St. Louis.
Yeah, and we've worked hard to keep it that way.
Don't they have like an LGBTQ show once a week at Helium or something?
Yeah.
There's like 10 people on it I've never heard of.
I don't know.
Like, who the hell are these people?
The comics. There's comedians.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. But I don't know. There isn't like any.
You know what
there
other
used
scenes
to be,
have, though?
What?
What I saw a lot of in Texas at that festival was straight guys who act gay, which is a brand new category of people.
There's an epidemic.
Yo, yeah, did you see that dude's
gay
son?
guys who act straight? That's always happened. That's been around forever. Right? You're gay, but you pretend not to be gay? That makes total sense. But like, right, I mean, it just makes sense, right? But like, straight guys who act gay, that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
You're saying in your time that makes sense. That would have made more sense, right?
Yeah, I mean, it still would make sense. Like you could just be gay. Like you could just act like a regular dude. You know what I mean? But then like secretly, just really be into dick.
Look how much he's talking about himself.
And like
that's something you could do.
And if you told your friends, maybe on a podcast, they would have to accept you.
But now,
they wouldn't say anything to hurt you because they were opening up to them.
Maybe you posed as a husband and a father, and you had, I don't know, a couple kids and a couple marriages.
Maybe now, after all these years, it starts to make sense why you're never home with your wife.
I'm just saying. There was like 6 guys at that festival who were going up and being like, "So I'm straight," and I was like, "I don't know if that's true."
Here's the thing: you call it gay talk. I think it's just city talk.
Is that right?
I think so.
It's just like,
is that right?
I think so.
When I hear someone who doesn't have a country accent, I'm like, is that queer? Is that what you got?
You know what it is?
You don't sound like you're from around here.
Right.
You know what it is? It's the lack of undertones of shame. Like you don't when you hear someone who's like overconfidently flamboyant in some way.
You don't
that's what you don't.
You don't like somebody that like feels bad about themselves all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, how do you?
Yeah, you watch them and you're like, why would you tell anybody that?
Why aren't you drowning in shame all the time, just in general?
Are we okay? Oh, is it this one over here? Do you have the autofocus off? Or on, I mean?
We moving too much?
We good?
Hot.
All right.
You hate gay guys?
I love gay guys.
No, dude, it is cool though going out. I've been on the road a lot. I got this cool new hat.
Yeah.
You like the new hat, dude?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, from the place that you weren't. Oh no, you were in Arizona.
Yeah, dude. I
Gotcha,
went to the
gotcha,
Grand
gotcha.
Canyon.
Yeah.
I was seeing a marvel of the world, and Aaron was watching Monday Night Raw.
Hell yes.
You went? You went to Monday Night Raw?
Oh yeah, I did. It
Nice.
was fucking great. Jake Paul came out. They set up like they were going to record a podcast, and then he just came out and he was like, "Yeah, I was going to have a podcast, but I couldn't get any of my famous friends to come to your fucking city."
He knows how to play the heel so well.
Oh, it's so fucking great.
It's so
dude.
easy to be him because you're already hated.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing half the work for you. You can say
Yeah.
anything, and it doesn't matter. Like they don't.
Yeah, well, he already laid the groundwork for himself to be a hated person.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
He's the more likable of the two for me.
Out of him and his brother?
Yeah, the other
Okay.
one. I think it's just because the other one looks like shit.
Well, I respect the one because he's he's actually like really good at wrestling. He's actually not that bad.
I thought the bigger one was good at wrestling.
No, Jake.
That was the good. That's the one that good at.
What's the
that's
brother's
good at
name
wrestling?
besides Jake? What's
Logan.
Logan Paul.
There's Jake and Logan. Yeah. They both do boxing, but I think only one of them does wrestling, right?
Oh, I thought the other one was the wrestling one. I don't know.
Anyways, yeah. He's like actually like a good wrestler, but
Wait, are you
Yeah.
talking about wrestling or wrestling? Which one are
we're
you
talking
about?
wrestling.
Okay,
We're
that's
talking
Logan.
some-
Logan's the wrestler. Jake just does the boxing.
Really?
Yeah, he's the one. He's the one who just lost to that gay British dude. Or
But that
whatever.
was the angle was they were going to record a podcast like
Yeah,
live
they set
in front
up.
of
They
the
set up
St.
two-
Louis
They even
audience.
said it on the bill, like on the event was like, and a live podcast recording. And
Oh,
then-
really? It was on the bill.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
they just had two chairs set up, and then he just came out and talked shit, and then they had I think I missed it because I went to go get beer, and they apparently had a fight like on top of a table or whatever, and then I think he
Nice.
knocked someone out.
And then they kissed.
Yeah,
And they kissed each other.
There was a big event. I was down there driving Uber and I saw the tractor trailers for Raw. And there's like, I don't know, like 30, 40 tractor trailers.
Semis, yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
with
There's a
with
lot
the-
of gear that goes into it.
So there must be so much because there's like just all these tractor trailers with wrestling on painted on the side of them. It's like
Yeah.
it's a big setup.
Dude, Will wishes one day his bulge could be on the side of a fucking giant semi truck.
Someday,
How
dude.
sick would that be?
fucking-
Imagine it's you laying sideways, and it's one of those like camper buses where the side goes out, but it's just your dick.
Right there. Yeah, where it extends so you can have like a sitting room.
Yeah,
Or you
yeah.
can have like another bed there. And
Yeah,
it's
where it
just this
opens up into like
penis,
a
dude.
diner booth or whatever the fuck that is.
It's real short, lots of girth though. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a
Oh,
smashed
guys, I need
Coke
to
can.
to fire up the hot plate outside. It's just in Will's ass. Like, Will's ass is a hot plate. Hot buns, dude. Hot buns, Willie. I like that he's doing that though. I wish they had other influencers doing other sports. You know what I mean? I wish they had influencers doing like real sports. You know?
Right, like let's see if you can hit a major league fastball, and they just stand there and look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, it's like Snooki, like trying to hit a fucking curveball.
this is a perfect transition.
Yeah,
Dude,
go for it.
So we were in Kansas City.
What are you talking about? Mr. Beast getting CTE? just like Mr. Beast is on the Buccaneers, dude, just playing the O line, and he just gets trucked.
just devastated.
Yeah.
Dude. So we were in Kansas City. Sarah and I were in Kansas City, and the day we left, we were eating breakfast and drinking Bloody Marys and still a little hungover. And I got distracted.
Remember how he
We're
was
still a
talking
little
about
drunk.
us, talking to us about how good he was at not getting hangovers
Well,
anymore?
it was a vacation.
Some people go on vacation, they're like, oh, this is a nice
Yeah,
chance
we
to
got-
recharge and relax and feel good
We're
again.
so
You're like,
trash.
how am I not going to be blacked out the entire time?
Dude, we got in a fight because Sarah accidentally hit someone's breakaway mirror while we were driving down a street. And she's like, "It's fine," and I was drunk, and I was like, "You can't ever admit you're wrong."
Oh, no.
And we got into an argument, and then we got to the dive bar, and we were fine. But
What?
so the next day, we're
That's so funny to just be like, no, we're cool.
yeah,
No,
we were
it's-
just like it was literally we were kind of
You-
arguing, and I was kind of
You want a
upset.
bucket?
It was
You
like,
want to split a bucket?
She literally goes, "Shut up, let's go in the bar," and I was like, "Okay."
Damn, dude, she rules you. She owns you.
Hey, it's an equal split. It's an equal split.
Yeah.
Let's go in the bar is a good way to end any argument.
Yeah, I would call your guys' relationship
You're right.
a 3/5 compromise. I think it's
a whole fifths compromise.
I
drank a whole fifths compromise.
yeah, we drank 3/5 to compromise.
So we're eating, and they just have, for some reason, they have softball up on the TV, like NCAA softball,
Right?
And it is the biggest ass beating I've ever seen in my life, and I'm the only one watching, and I'm dying laughing. It's Howard University versus Norfolk State, and Norfolk State has got some fucking units.
Yeah,
You got.
you really pronounced that L.
Look, huh? Norfolk State.
Yeah.
The fucking Howard took that L, dude. They got mercy ruled in 5 innings. Look up Norfolk State. Norfolk. God damn it.
We're talking women's.
Yeah.
softball?
Oh yeah. You got to look up Norfolk State softball and look up these, because I was watching. And I was like, well, they can't pitch to her. She's going to destroy him. And then
her what? The what?
Look up Norfolk State softball.
All right.
Hey, no worries. There'll be plenty of pictures. Now just go to images and let's just look at some of these fucking units. We can look up Big Cam if we need to.
Oh, dang, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
Yeah.
here we go. Dude, that looks like, oh my God.
Their whole batting
Wait,
order
wait.
is fourth batting order.
They
They're
all
all
look
Big Poppy.
Dude, they're all Big Poppy. Yes, they all look Samoan. This
They do.
dude, it's like you know those like when the Samoans do the Hakas or whatever. It's like, dude, it looks like they're about to go to war.
Yeah.
They're straight warlords.
Their whole batting.
How did she laser remove the tattoo off her face?
Yeah, it's in Norfolk, Virginia, so they're probably, we can't have you have face tattoos.
All right, dude. Now I'm gonna look up Umaga and tell me she doesn't look like Umaga, the wrestler.
Yeah, there she is.
What is it? Is that the
Holy
right fielder for Norfolk State?
Randy, can you pull up those links that I sent you?
That's the second string
There's
pitcher.
one that's about baseball.
No, I can. I got it. I got it in
Okay.
control over here.
Yeah,
You wanna
dude,
pull it
watching
up?
this game, they lost.
Are you good, Randy? No, but you guys are cool. Okay, all right. We're having a little technical difficulties over here.
It's the one
Hey,
that's
if
called
you guys
baseball.
all hate
Oh,
Randy,
we in Randy's Facebook?
if you hate,
Get it. Reply
This one says baseball.
reply to Ben's
We're not-
status. Call him a faggot.
we're not doing that. We're not doing. I wasn't going to. Oh, God damn it! You just got us kicked out of the video, Aaron.
it'll
Good
be
job,
all right.
dude. Good job. Well, who's Big Cam?
Yeah, look up Big Cam, dude. Big Cam is devastating.
Dude, those are some dingers. Big Cam gonna hit some dingers.
Yeah, they
dude.
got. I mean, it was the same. I mean, they lost in 5 innings, got mercy ruled 11-3, and it was literally they put up 6 in 1 inning when it hit that part of the batting order where it was all just big beasts, and then when it came back around, they put up another 5 and the game was over.
How is that the mercy rule?
8 runs after the 5th inning, I think. Typically,
Oh, like 8 ahead?
yeah. If you're up by 8, they just call the game.
Oh, damn.
It was brutal, dude. I'm dying laughing because I keep looking up and seeing them pitch and just get destroyed. I'm like, stop pitching to them. And then I'm like, I guess the whole team is just beasts.
Yeah, they crush.
Sarah was trying to keep me quiet because I thought it was so funny.
How the Cardinals looking, Will?
A lot of beasts. Lineup's looking good.
They got beasts.
Really
they got
good.
big cams.
They got the best lineup I've seen in a very long time. It's all hitters, man. Like, their pitching is suspect, but they're going to score a lot of runs. They can hit.
How excited are you?
It's exciting. I'm excited as hell.
For the pitch clock.
The game's faster for sure. It's
Yeah.
working. The games have gone from like 3 hours and 20 minutes to 2:40. So they're they're significantly faster. And I watched a couple games now, and I keep looking down and looking back and being like, what happened to that at bat? It's already over? Like, the at bats are just like quick. Like,
Not as fun anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna.
That's less time to like.
That doesn't lend itself to drinking.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, less time to hang out.
well,
and drink.
yeah, you're there less time for sure. Like you're gonna be at the ballpark for 40 minutes less. But I don't know
Yeah,
if anybody's
seems like
complaining that the game's too fast. Like, the
When do
games
they do
are
last call
long.
at the ball stadium usually? Is that going to cut into their drinks?
After the 7th inning. So it's just going to be a little bit less time. Yeah.
It's gonna be a big problem.
If they start selling less beer, they might rethink the whole.
Yeah, I was gonna
Put
say
a few more seconds on that clock.
or maybe they'll just get rid of the last call if it's going fast, you know? Because I guess having people drink for 3 hours with no last call is a problem, but 2.5 maybe a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
I can definitely see some people being like not realizing it's the fucking 7th inning.
I've had no alcohol.
I do that anyways.
I've had no alcohol for Lent.
Me too.
Not really?
Yeah.
You haven't had
Fucking idiot. Shut up.
fucking asshole.
Got Randy
Right?
with that one. Got Randy
Not only
with
did that
that
hurt,
one.
but then Randy laughed and it really hurt extra. I can't wait to have a ballpark beer though. I'm so excited. Have a brewski or twoski down at the old down at the old Busch Stadium.
Dude,
Yeah.
Monday Night
Cold
Raw fucked
Budweiser.
me up on beer. I don't ever ask how much the beers are. I just kind of run the card.
$20.
It's so expensive.
$20. Yeah.
Yeah, it was retarded.
Yeah, I was looking for because we know Andrew Gieselman. That guy's slinging beer. We know
That's true.
we know one of the guys
that's
like
right.
cold beer, And
Yeah.
fucking, I was hoping he would give me the hookup, but
If you were gonna guess,
chintzy asshole.
anyone who does comedy in St. Louis, if you're gonna guess one person who sells beer at the stadium, I don't think I'd guess Gieselman.
No,
I don't think I'd guess that. If he was like, "What do you think my job is?" I'd be
Yeah.
like, "I don't know, some kind of computer
making
thing."
taffy.
Yeah,
Hoarding gold.
like, you work in some kind of office in a cubicle or something. I don't know. And he's like, "Sell beer at Busch Stadium." Didn't guess that
Mhm.
from the geese.
Yeah, dude, huge piece of shit.
Who said that?
He did.
He said he's
He
a
called
huge
himself-
piece of shit.
Dude, have you watched this show? I think you should leave.
Oh,
It's pretty good.
What?
It's a pretty good show, dude.
I think didn't we
It's pretty
tell you
funny.
about it a while ago and you had never heard of it and we are like, "What?
Yeah.
You're the last
probably.
person on earth who hasn't watched I Think You Should Leave."
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I've watched both seasons.
I
like 10 times.
got forced to watch it. Pretty good.
yeah, it's very good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it sneaks in there on you.
I got to be a forced to watch something person, or else I won't.
I
watch
watched nothing and I watched that.
it. Yeah,
It's so good.
yeah, it was pretty funny. Well, you
It's
guys
supposed
just
to
want to
be-
watch that instead of doing the podcast.
yeah,
I know.
I probably pull up that.
There's supposed to be a season 3 coming out, I hear.
Yeah. Who cares?
It's like the only funny TV show they put out in a while.
Where you been, Will? You've been on the road, right?
I've been going places. I just got back from Bloomington, Indiana, the Comedy Attic with Ryan Beck.
That's cool.
That was fun.
Good weekend.
It was pretty great. I mean, that's a really nice club. It was a lot of fun. We saw a fight at McDonald's
Oh,
Sunday morning, like 7:30 in the morning on a Sunday, and some lady is like, "Excuse me." She's like leaning over the counter, like, "Excuse me, can I get my food? I need to get my food. Can I get? Excuse me?" And she's like, and no one will turn and look, and so she finally just gets frustrated and walks back there and grabs her bag of food and walks out.
Uh-huh.
And I guess she's like a DoorDasher, And some lady behind the counter was like, "Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am," and followed her out. Now, at this point, I feel really stupid. I did not get my phone out and turn the camera on.
God damn it.
I missed it, and it was quick. Like, we looked outside.
Will, we've been talking about content,
I
bro.
know, man. I mean, it was
Get the
quick. It
content.
was like, "Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am," and I'm like, maybe I should get my
And
camera
you're
out.
like, fuck, the
And
inning's over?
By the time I pulled my camera out,
They got a hair grabbing punch clock now.
Yeah.
I heard a commotion, and then the McDonald's employees walking back inside with the bag of food.
ma'am,
And she said something
you
like,
forgot your McFlurry.
"Try and walk behind the counter. Get the fuck out of here." And the lady outside who grabbed the food is laying on the ground.
No
She went out there
way.
and knocked her on her ass
Dude,
and
she
took
does,
the bag.
that lady does not fuck around about her counter.
Right?
Yeah.
And so Ryan and I were about to leave. He was like, "Let's just sit down for a minute and see how this goes,
Yeah.
And so we sat down and watched. And the lady's out there on the phone. And he's like, "If she comes in here with a gun, we need to get the fuck out of here." And I'm like, "Definitely." Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm ready to run. I'll grab my coffee. But, and then the cop showed up. And we were like, "All right, well, let's go ahead and leave."
Damn, dude. White people act so crazy in public. That's so wild, man. Yeah.
That's so wild that those two
Those
white
two,
women got in a fight like that.
I didn't tell you the race of either person, but
Oh, I
I
just
like your
assumed.
assumptions.
Yeah, I just assumed
Yeah,
they're
I
white.
assumed.
Yeah.
One of them
I
was.
mean, fucking trash inside of McDonald's.
Are we
you know
wrong?
what I mean, I
one
think,
person was white. So
I like that lady was like fucking captain going down with the ship. You know what I mean?
she really
don't-
defended at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like,
She's not allowing.
the lady took a
mutiny.
step and a half behind the counter and grabbed her food and walked out. And that lady
Why
was
did
like,
she take the what is she gonna do with the food now that she's knocked out the person whose food it is? Just gonna throw it away?
Oh no,
I
it's
guess.
not about the food, Aaron. It's about principle. Okay.
See, Ryan took Ronaldo's side. I was on the lady who took the food side. I was like, She tried to get him to come give it to her, and they wouldn't. And so she was like, "Fuck this," and she went and grabbed it, which is a move that that's the kind of move I pull. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Fuck the rules."
Oh, now we know that one was the white one.
Yeah. That's a coincidence. That's a coincidence.
Reaching over is understandable.
She walked around.
But going around, you don't go around.
Yeah, you can't go back.
You don't fucking go around.
Once you go back to that slippery floor with non-stick shoes, you've crossed the line.
Man.
The lady followed her
safety
out.
hazard.
Now, I don't know what happened outside. Maybe the lady who took the food shoved her.
Maybe she was like, she needed the food because she was going to go into like a diabetic attack, and then that's what happened.
Now, I think she was door dashing, so that explains her hurry.
Okay.
She's like, come on, I need to get my food and get the fuck out of here. But
she was a sudden death door dasher. If she didn't get the food to the customer in time, there was just it's like a Saw game. Like there's just a tiny bomb that was implanted in her neck that was gonna explode if she didn't get the food on time.
Tracy's
She's like, you don't understand how bad I need to deliver this food.
Tracy's just ordered a McGangbang. That's a full McChicken and a McWhopper and a 10-piece chicken nugget. You have 30 seconds to deliver it. Also, everyone at this McDonald's has been paid not to listen to you. Except for this one bitch with some mad hands.
Yeah.
Get the food, get to the car.
The ultimate nightmare. That's cool, man.
it was cool.
That's good.
It's a nice club, though. It's nice. It's
Okay.
different. A little different than most clubs I work. It's a very.
It's the attic. They only hire Jewish comics.
They're all named last name Frank.
Yep.
Frank Caliendo.
It's a liberal crowd.
Could be first name.
It's a very liberal crowd, which I'm not used to.
Cool.
Is that a college town, Bloomington?
Yeah.
Okay.
Indiana University's there, and it's a very liberal town with a liberal crowd.
An audience is just an audience, Will.
And yeah.
Funny is funny, man.
I mean,
You know?
yeah. Most of my,
what do you mean? You said you just performed in front of a really liberal crowd not that long ago.
Yeah, there's just a joke. I don't do Trans Am. I don't do that joke.
Why, that would kill in front of a younger audience.
Not this one. They're weird. I don't know. They're a little weird. I do that joke I do where I go, hey, ADHD, I think as far as I can tell, is just very similar to being a fuckface. And
Yeah.
people gasped.
Oh.
People were
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Like I heard
fuckface
people
is
in the back
pretty
being like,
abrasive.
oh my God. And I was like, seriously, you fucking dorks?
That's
And then I was like,
fine.
all right, you guys don't like that one.
That's fine.
Then I bring it up to Ryan, and he was like, yeah, you can't do that here.
Wow.
It's so weird. That's a weird one to be like sensitive about because that is like the best one to have.
It's the things that you
As far
don't
as,
think
like-
of that they pull back on. It's like, yeah, I knew they'd pull back on the Trans Am thing, so I didn't do it. But it's like, I didn't think anything about that. I just rolled it out, and they were like, oh my God.
Well, that was like whenever fucking Lizzo said spaz,
oh,
right?
She got in trouble
Or
for
no,
saying
Beyonce
spaz?
said spaz. Yeah.
She got in trouble for saying spaz?
Spaz.
Why?
Cause
Does spaz mean retarded?
yeah.
Does it really?
It's because there's like you see kids that look like you, and they're like, you can't say that about those kids. They're not.
Yeah,
they're not all the way there. Aaron does look
They
like
could
a little
not
bit
play
like a
any
spaz.
clip from
Hey.
this podcast at that club.
Mhm.
Like, it's
Yeah,
a very different vibe.
yeah,
It's
because they
more
want stuff
apotheosis.
that's funny.
It's closer to apotheosis than like whatever we do.
Was Bloomington like a small town? It's like a small
Kind of.
town, right?
It's just a college town. It's kind of like Columbia,
Right,
Missouri.
right.
You know, it's like it's just there for the university.
Yeah.
And you know how it is. It's like blue
No, I
city
don't
in a,
know.
blue
What
city
do
in
you
a
mean?
red state. They feel a little embattled. I think you know what I mean.
Oh, right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
more
yeah.
rigid about things.
I have
than,
that
like-
that theory that like if something's like
I think it's a good theory.
that like if you're in a big city, you're not like pushing back against stuff as hard.
Right.
But if you're in like a small town, like conservative place,
Then
you're gonna.
they
like,
really feel like they have
push
to hold
on
the
it.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what's going on in Indiana.
Hold the line.
It's a deeply red state.
Yeah, I was talking to Lucas. He was in town from New York, and he was talking about like, dude, like I do jokes here in St. Louis, and it's like I live in New York City, and people don't get offended by this, and you're
Yeah.
getting mad about it here.
Yeah.
And I think the people in New York City are probably skew more liberal, but they also have shit to do. So they're like, they're also living in a great city and probably like trying to live their dreams, so they have less to care about than being here,
Right.
which is like,
Dude,
you can have your convictions and then also be like, I need to be mad about it.
I went to Phoenix, and Phoenix was like we were doing an open mic. We were leaving the open mic.
Everybody in Phoenix is a Republican, right? Pretty much. That's not true. I know it's exaggerated.
Oh, it's a college.
It's a major city.
It's
like any
college
other city.
town, though.
Okay,
Yeah. 5th largest city in the world.
It's just Phoenix is famous for being full of Republicans.
Yeah.
Arizona in
Really?
general. Yeah.
Phoenix?
Phoenix
Or just
and
Arizona?
Arizona in general. But
Huh.
most
Couldn't
people in
carry the
Arizona.
last election, fucking losers.
Most people.
I think.
Didn't it go? It went Republican, didn't it?
No.
Or did it finally go? Did it go blue?
Yeah, it was blue.
Arizona went blue.
Pretty sure it was blue.
Who gives a fuck?
That's what we're talking
Who
about.
cares, dude?
Your who gives a fucks are so weirdly timed.
No, I
We're
don't.
literally
you
talking
guys,
about
you
this.
guys are figuring out if it went red or blue in an election.
Well,
Okay.
Who cares?
an election.
Who cares?
If you're gonna call it that.
All I'm saying is I was there and I saw somebody doing meth for the first time ever. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Fun.
don't care about blue or red. They care about ice down
That's the
there,
first time
dude.
That's
you've
true.
seen somebody do meth?
I think so.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was exposed at a young age.
Oh, okay. This is your dad?
No, my uncle.
Oh,
Uncle Johnny.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about your
yeah,
Uncle Johnny.
Uncle Johnny's a bad boy.
Yeah.
Well, he's dead now, but he was a bad boy.
Uncle Johnny got down.
I think
huh?
Phoenix
Yeah.
is like the capital of meth too. Like it's like really a meth heavy town.
We were walking out of the bar and there was a mural on the wall of like a Mexican dude with like face paint wearing a poncho and like smoking a cigarette. I was like, Andres, dude, that's going to be you in a few years. And then Andres points to a guy on the ground with his shirt over his head lighting a meth pipe going, that's going to be you in a couple years. It's pretty wild, dude. He was just out there.
Yeah, the shirt
On the
up is
street.
hilarious. It's just
Yeah.
like, no one will know.
Yeah. The worst part was like I've done that to smoke weed before. So it's
Smoke
like
weed in your shirt?
Yeah, just go,
Oh
like,
my God.
you block the wind. You got to block the wind. You know what I mean?
I guess so. I don't think I've hung around with people who smoke weed. I've never seen anybody do that.
I've tried to smoke weed at a concert and like I just bent down and like lit my one hitter, but I'm bending down and so like I set my fucking beard and mustache on fire a little bit. And now I've just made the room smell like pot and burning hair. And you know how fucking bad burning hair stinks?
Yeah.
It's awful.
That's not going away.
And now everyone's like, is that the fucking like I'm the guy with the singed
Yeah, with the
fucking
reverse
mustache?
Hitler.
Dude, it is funny to come up like to go down with a mustache and then come up without one.
It's all singed and shit.
Yeah, you're like,
Smells
what's that
like
smell?
somebody set a bag of dog shit on fire. No, I'm just trying to smoke weed.
Oh,
Thank
fuck,
God
that's
for the
so
vape pen, man.
Yeah.
This is the struggles in like 2015. I'm out here setting my beard and mustache on fire. Now I just take a little sippy off my pen.
I don't know. The pens are scary though.
Look a little too big of a rip.
I don't know. Are you like afraid that you're gonna like cough up blood or something?
They do make me cough like a son of a bitch. How come the vape, like, I can smoke weed and not cough at all, but when I hit that pen, it hurts.
Concentrated.
It hurts.
It's concentrated coolness. Straight into it. It hurts to be cool, man.
I thought you were talking about the technology of the pen. I thought you meant it was concentrated but cool. Like it was like cooling it down somehow.
No. It's concentrated cool ass shit going into your
You're
body.
fucking gay.
Dude, smoke weed, Aaron.
Never.
You need to fucking
Yeah,
be
you
cool.
should smoke weed.
Never
Yeah.
ever, dude.
Let's do it.
Oh, I want to go to
Let's
heaven.
go to an open mic and smoke weed.
Oh,
Come on, man. Let's go to an open mic and smoke weed.
Yeah,
No.
you need to just
Two
have
things
the
I
freak
hate.
out. Have the freak out. Smoke too much weed and freak out.
I've had it the one
Dude,
time with
you'll
edible,
work some
and that was
kinks.
it.
You'll
Oh,
work
I
some
had
kinks
dude,
out of
I
your
had
head.
one in traffic on the way to open mic last night, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get some shit together."
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
you still
yeah,
get
yeah.
it
Yeah.
after all this time?
Oh yeah.
You haven't figured out like it's just the weed?
It's not about that because it's not just the weed; it's you.
Nah, it's just the drugs.
No, it's you,
nah,
man.
I wouldn't take control
Yeah.
of me.
It's you. That's
Yeah.
what people go like, "Oh man, I don't know. I like mushrooms more than acid. Like I don't know, mushrooms just make me feel weird." It's like, no, dude, that's you. You're not. It's not like you don't. It's not that this thing makes you feel different than that thing. It's like you feel different at times, and it's like it's just like when are you looking at yourself? At what points are you looking at yourself? You know, and
that made
and then
as
you-
much sense as any other description I've heard of hallucinogens.
And then you look at yourself and you go like, dude, I gotta fix that. That's a problem. And then you're like, why is my chest all tight right now? And you're like, why do I feel like I'm about to cry?
I remember that from
What's
the
going on?
edible. I do remember the tight chest.
Yeah, and you go like, oh, am I freaking out right now? I'm by myself.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Oh fuck! Why did I do that thing in middle school?
Oh,
Why did I do
yeah,
that?
See, I can't handle
That was
that
bad.
type of shit. I do that. I'll walk around the house and then every now and again I'll just go fuck, and
Uh-huh.
then Sarah will be like, "What was that?" And I was like, "I just remembered something."
Oh
I just
yeah,
remember,
yeah, yeah,
right. 7 years ago, I was mildly rude to a person, and it
Yeah.
still bothers me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, my coworkers think I'm fucking like an insane person because I listen to my sets at work. And dude, it's just me calling myself a dumbass. I'm an idiot and just going like, why? It's like gross, stop.
That's also
all
what I
that
do
stuff.
whenever I hear your sets.
Yeah.
That's also what I
say gross a lot.
Yeah, no,
gross.
Dude, that's what I say when I have sex. I'm
I
like,
say-
oh, gross, stop.
Right. When they go Ronaldo and Mercado, I go, ooh, gross, and I leave the room. I go, let me know when he's done. I'll be back.
Dude, there's some funny fucking comics in Cleveland. I went up to a show in Cleveland. This guy in front of me is like a 13-year veteran. Fucking went up, just did crowd work and did like a guest spot and went and did, just like I had to try to follow him and it was rough.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
He lay a
Tough.
Cleveland steamer on you?
He laid the Cleveland steamer on me, and then I had to like go to another show and like hang and be like cool after a bomb.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough to be like the cool hang guy because you can't be a downer, but you do kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't feel like one of the boys. You definitely don't feel like one of the boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel like a fraud.
Yeah, they're like,
I normally get laughs, guys. That was kind of a.
Because I also had a guy.
Hey, you're not still thinking about my jokes, are you?
Yeah, so you got to be like, I'm cool. And then Renan Hirschberg was on the Late Show that we went to. It was like some like secret society, kind of like a don't tell kind of show that they do down there. And fucking Renan closed it out. Yeah, we know what kind of secret
Jewish?
society it was. Yes, yeah, he is. Yeah, it was cool. But Cleveland, yeah, that sucked. But it was
Yeah,
fun.
dude, I know. I remember that fucking. I remember in Chicago, I had that bad set at the Lincoln Lodge, and then that train ride, I was like, well, I guess me and Evan aren't friends anymore. I was like, that must be what happens next. I can't talk to any of those people ever again. Kill myself.
Dude, I've been on a string of hot ones lately. Been on a real string of hot shit.
Oh, hot bombs?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, dude.
nice, dude.
There's a lot of hot
That's
garbage.
what you get for
lately.
leaving the nest, you fucking idiot.
Dude, me and Will went and performed for some dude named Combine
Southern Illinois.
in Southern Illinois.
That's a human
Combine
being named
and
Combine?
Combine and 15 other people.
It wasn't just Combine. It was Big Combine and Little Combine.
Was he just mows down corn? What the hell? Is that why I call him that?
Yes. Yeah.
That was a rough one.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was tough.
Combine had been drinking since 8 a.m.
Massive fucking room. 16 people in there.
Dude,
Fuck yeah.
just imagine the main hall of an American Legion, but with 12 people.
I think they could have fit probably 200. Probably had 200 people. Well, there's room to fit probably 300 people in there if you had enough chairs.
You know what?
We had 16.
That's the problem. Is there's room in that room, but
I went up
there's
and
no
riffed.
room in that town for us.
I went
you know what
up
mean?
there and riffed some shit.
This
At
town
least not
ain't
the both of us.
Yeah, this town ain't big
Partner.
enough.
I went up and tried to riff some shit, and it bombed so hard, and all I hear is Ronaldo in the back. I was like, fuck, dude.
What's
I
better?
just got started.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I was able to save it, being like, that's not a good sign when the only person laughing is my friend in
Is-
the back of the room.
yeah, 'cause you're doing
laughing
bad.
I'm doing, and then that
Yeah,
gotta laugh.
and those simpletons, they're like, oh, we're just glad you're here. I'm kidding. They're smart. Get us to 80.
Oh, dude, you didn't even.
Yeah, that was very aggressive.
Smart, I guess. What's a compliment?
Get us to 80. That was fun though.
It was all right.
I get, you can only that barbecue. We had barbecue.
And he sent me
Nothing-
home. He goes, can you take this barbecue home and eat the rest of it? I said, yes. And I ate that shit for a week, man. It was pounds.
should
took a
not
tray
have
of barbecue
it should
home?
not
Yeah,
have lasted
pounds
a
of pulled pork.
week. That should not have been a week.
Dude, it was a fucking tray.
No,
big
but
as
I
this
mean,
keyboard.
no, but I mean like day 7, you're still eating that.
Oh,
dude?
I was eating it.
Oh,
Oh, come on. It don't turn.
What you mean? Fucking you mean old rust gut Will?
7-day-old meat in the fridge.
Nah,
That ain't bad.
That dead pig ain't going bad.
Yeah,
weeks.
what's it's not gonna come back? Fuck, I'm
would've
gonna eat it.
I would have given it another week and still ate it.
Oh.
2 weeks on meat? No,
Are you
you're not eating 2 week
you're
old
a
meat.
you're a deep leftovers guy?
Oh yeah, man.
Old
Stuff
fucking
is
tiger shark old doll.
Stuff is safe to eat. Stuff is way safer than people realize.
Well, that's how I feel. But like
I knew
if it's-
of a guy who only ate out of dumpsters, and it's like, you can eat out of dumpsters. You can eat roadkill.
What did
can
you
eat a
say,
lot of
Theo
stuff.
Vaughn? who used to eat out of dumpsters
Yeah.
only?
Yeah, he went a year. He's trying to. This is a friend of a friend, but he tried to go 1 year without spending any money. His goal was to spend $0 in a year. And on his birthday, his girlfriend made him a cake, but she purchased the baking powder and he threw the cake in the trash and wouldn't eat it.
Who is this maniac?
Just some maniac out in Seattle.
You know who this guy?
Nah, I know. My friend knows him.
Oh, okay.
And he would tell me about him.
Is he just a fucking...
Just a weirdo.
Just one of those performance artists?
Some weirdo guy who just is like,
I'm not going to spend any
I'm
money.
going to live out of dumpsters. And yeah, he's just some weird hippy dippy dude. And
I need to know what it is like.
He's the West Coast, man.
To be one of the unhoused.
Yeah, but babe, in order to get the experience of not spending money, I also need to not make any money. So, I'm gonna need you to cover the rent for the next 6 months.
Babe, I need you to. His wife is his boss. Just like, I'm gonna need you to give me an extended leave of absence.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to cheapen this experience I'm trying to have. So if you could go ahead and have Dave handle the accounting, that would be great.
Yeah, could you have him handle the accounting and also your pussy? I have you ever get into those like performance artist guys? You see those people? Because that's basically what that is. That's performance art. That's
guess,
like there's this guy who would do these year-long pieces, and one of the pieces was he just would clock in, and he was locked in basically a cell with just a bed, and like he shaved his head before the experiment, and he was next to a time clock, and he had to clock in every single hour for a year, and as he would clock in and take a picture of himself next to the clock. And it was just every hour on the hour.
Well,
he just
through the night too,
in.
while he slept. He had to wake up every hour.
There was
That's a terrible idea.
But it was like I don't understand what it's for.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
That sounds like some.
That's always the problem with the performance art, because you go like, oh, they're trying to say something, but it's like, what are they saying?
See, to me, it just seems like he wants to do what David Blaine does, but he's too big of a pussy to stick an ice pick through his hand. So he's like, that looks uncomfortable. Let me try to do something that's kind of annoying.
Dude, there was this one guy who was performance art is so like such a loose term. There was this guy who called himself a performance artist, and his exhibit that he did was like you would walk in to this exhibit down a ramp, and you would just like walk. There would basically be like an empty room, and you would walk down this ramp, and he was underneath the ramp just masturbating. For hours. For hours, it was him just underneath the floor, just going, and he would like, there were speakers in the room,
amplifying the sound of his breathing.
He was mic'd up like Britney Spears
That's hilarious, dude. That is funny.
There was one I saw. There's some famous painting of a woman's vagina.
Yeah.
And I think it's in France or something. And this lady, like,
She's talking about the Mona Lisa?
No, this woman, if there's a video of it.
Some broad named fucking Moana or some shit.
Mona Lisa?
She just like, she walks in front of it and like pulls her skirt up and squats down and shows her vagina. And then like people like saw what was happening and they were like, "Oh, that's great. Yeah." Like, and I mean, I enjoyed it, so like.
You were there?
I mean, I enjoyed the video.
Oh, okay.
I watched it a whole bunch of times.
Some porno,
you ever seen those?
No, it was out there on the Twitter. I think.
You ever seen those series of things where like a guy will wear a T-shirt of somebody's face and then he'll take a picture with that guy and then that guy will get a T-shirt made of that? It'd be funny if they did that with just a bunch of pussies, like extending down from that photograph. it's a
fractal.
Yeah, it's a fractal pussy.
That was
fractal pussy.
That's the name of the band name.
It's the name of the episode.
We're Fractal Pussy.
I was gonna say that was the alternative name for this podcast. Just a bunch of pussies.
We're different ages of pussy.
Yeah,
we're pussy spiraling through time.
P cubed.
P cubed.
Yeah, that would be our boy band name. Pussy cubed.
Pussy cubed.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy. He did. There's this other lady, and she would do like. She did this one where she was like standing in a room, and she just had like a table with a bunch of different items on it. Everything from like a glass of water to like a rose, all the way up to like a knife and a handgun with one single bullet. And the thing was like the exhibit lasted like a certain amount of hours, and she was allowing anybody to do anything to her in this room. She couldn't say no. She couldn't do anything. She just like, so it started off like people were just like manipulating her arms, like putting her in like weird poses. People were dressing her up with scarves, like
hit her with the Nazi salute.
putting a flower. Yeah.
It was basically stuff you do to action figures sitting around.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. They were putting her down to like a downward dog style.
Yeah, we made it look like she was humping another person.
I was putting her hand in like a shadow dog style. Yeah, I was making her put up the blood symbol. And then it just like progressed into like people were like cutting her, you know, and like sticking her with thorns, and like somebody like took the gun and put the bullet in it, put it in her hand, and like put it to her head. And then like a fight broke out between the people because that's like what people were doing with it. And then like once the time was over, she like broke out of it, and she just like stared at all the people, and like everybody just like walked out really uncomfortable. Like, yeah.
It would have been awesome if at the end, when the timer went off, she grabbed the gun and was like, "Ah, motherfuckers!"
Yeah, I don't know.
So what were they
I
fighting
guess it's
over? They were
like-
fighting over who got to shoot her?
Yeah, they were fighting over who gets to be the first person to just take off her clothes. Yeah,
Yeah, that never happened.
That seems
It
like
never made it to that
that'd be
point?
the very first thing that would happen.
Yeah.
right. No, yeah, I think there were guys like kissing her and
It'd be
stuff.
fun, like it'd be funny if they were selecting who got to be in it, and there's just like one big dude in like a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt, just like.
Yeah,
And they're
dude.
like, "You want to select an item?" He's like, "I don't need one."
Yeah, some guy wearing just like a hentai hat.
Yeah.
It's just like a hat with tentacle porn on it.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
It's like, why did this guy show up to an art exhibit with a My Little Pony plush doll?
He brought his own items. He brought a fucking horsetail butt plug.
You guys want to see a crazy video?
Yeah.
Hey, Randy, will you show that car crash video? Is that possible?
Yeah, it should be in your Facebook messages somewhere.
There's no context to this video that you need to see other than it's just the most insane car crash I've ever seen. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
And it's real.
You
I know
get
we
into-
talked about earlier, we don't know if it's real or not, but it's pretty obviously real.
I get in on a lot of uh-oh.
But
Oh wait, hold like okay.
Oh, you said a baseball video too, and I was like, "What is?" I
Mhm.
thought that video that was in the messages was the video. I was like, "That's just a dude in a Reds jersey."
no, that one.
No.
We want the car crash.
Yeah, Twitter.
Go up. Nope. There it
There
is.
it is.
Witnessed and recorded. That's it.
A noop.
Give
He-
that a little click.
Did you say?
Are
Did
you
you
wearing
say
your
that?
seatbelt? A
Did,
noop.
did you say that this is the most insane car crash because that's the title of the video?
Probably. But it's accurate title. There's no sound, I don't think. Check this
Okay,
out.
that's
though.
fine.
Watch the truck.
I do love solid.
Okay,
car
watch the
crash
truck.
videos.
And now watch the Kia. The Kia is what's going to crash. The Kia little cube there. Whoop, bloop.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, dude, I saw
Wow.
that. Yeah, that's spectacular. That's fun. That's fun.
Now
Oh,
watch the final insult. And boom.
It got it front and back, dude. That's
In the comments it said nobody was seriously injured, believe it or not. Now, as long as they're
It's
wearing
like Final
seatbelts,
Destination,
as long as they're wearing
dude.
seatbelts, I guess everybody's fine.
That's
No
like if you
seatbelts.
rape someone and then
This
boof
is-
their nose. At
This
the
is
end.
maybe fatal. Here we go. Watch the tire. Kabam. Boom.
Whoa. Yeah, man, that's a pretty crazy car crash.
On my way here today, it was so interesting. On my way here today, I saw someone hit a tire, but there wasn't a rim. So the tire just like smashed and went under the car and kept rolling. Does that make sense? It was just like a tire.
Oh, it was just a loose
this
tire,
tire
no wheel,
rolling with
Yeah.
no wheel in the middle. And so a car ran over it and it just nothing happened. But I was like, oh, that's the. If it has a wheel in the middle, apparently you get flipped upside down like
dude,
fucking
wheel
Mario
fuck you
Kart.
up.
I hope that happens to you while you're Ubering.
I hope it doesn't. I hope there's no tires or turtle shells or.
banana peels. Italians driving. Hate that shit.
Hey, it's me.
Oh yeah, dude. Did you see that the new Super Mario Brothers? They're not. It doesn't sound like that
Oh yeah, it's just got like regular old fucking voice actors in it, right?
in the movie, the new movie.
Also,
yeah.
I heard Mario doesn't hit anybody. He doesn't punch Peach in the fucking face.
Well,
Like a true
all right.
Italian
They
shit.
took
That's
away
what you
the
think?
Italian.
I was
So you
giggling. I was
think,
giggling
yeah.
to myself, thinking about an Italian guy trying to convince the police that the choke marks on his girlfriend's neck were vampire bites. Just like desperately trying to. A vampire came in. I swear to God, and it's literally just from him joking his girlfriend.
That's where he goes to first. Is vampires?
Yeah, well, he's got to come up with a like. They're like, what are these marks? He's like, a vampire. She's got these marks on her neck.
It wouldn't. Oh, that would not work. There's too much garlic in an Italian's house for there to be a vampire there.
Yeah, usually those vampires don't come over to my house, but she was hanging out with a couple mullions. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Anyways, what were you saying, Will?
I can't remember. What was I saying?
Oh, they're just going regular. They're going like, there's no
regular old voice.
There's no like, it's a me Mario voice.
He's got to say it at least once, right? Or is it gonna be like, it's a me Mario?
There's a
I
movie.
think so. Yeah, the movie.
Okay.
You know there was a movie?
I didn't know there was a movie.
Yeah,
I don't know about
man.
movies.
Yeah.
I never know about movies.
No, you don't know about anything.
It's true. Anything pop culture, if it happened in the last 15 years.
If it doesn't make me mad, I don't know about it.
Yeah,
If it doesn't make me mad, it's just gone from my mind.
Yeah, if it turns out Donkey Kong's trans, he'll know about it. But until then, he has no fucking idea.
That is how you know Mario is racist, is his one mortal enemy is Donkey Kong. And Bowser.
Yeah, he's mad at Donkey Kong because he took his princess away.
Yeah, dude, they're making a movie out of it, and like Chris Pratt's like doing the voice, but he's not doing the voice, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's.
I mean, I guess that sort of makes sense. On one hand, you're kind of like, oh, why don't they keep? But it's like that would be kind of goofy if he was like, hey, the whole movie he's doing that goofy Mario voice.
You mean if he was doing the voice of the character that he's supposed to be doing?
I just can't believe they're making a movie of it. That sounds dumb.
Well, they're out of ideas.
That's true.
Yeah, it's got to be like it's just exclusively for children, right? I mean, that's the whole idea. Is they're just trying to.
Come on, dude.
No.
You think that's just for children?
No, it's for fucking 40-year-old dudes, man. Every
40-year-old,
every 38-year-old dude I know is really into these fucking childish, stupid movies.
The Nintendo's 80 years
Who
old.
watches this fucking bullshit?
Nintendo was literally. Will said it was the last thing he played.
Yeah, but just the way that it looks, like it just looks like it's supposed to be a kids movie.
Yeah, I think My Little Pony was just supposed to be a kids show as well.
That's why I don't watch movies because they all suck, man. Like I watched
You're scared it'll turn you into
one of
pedophile?
those stupid gay Marvel movies, but like people love those, man.
Can't do
They're
it.
fucking boring.
I hate it.
They suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, you like John Wick though, don't you? You like
No, I
John
probably
Wick
would
kinda
like
guy.
John Wick. I just don't watch movies. So.
What do you like? You like something that's
I like stuff that's over
heartfelt?
20 years old. Like I like stuff that came out before 2000. You know?
But I mean,
unlike
like,
the fucking Democrats, am I right?
but you don't like just like fucking cheeseball action.
Yeah, I just generally don't
something.
like the like superhero and like the Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Marvel, all that stuff. It's just boring to me. They're not very good. They're just not that. They're okay, but they're not good.
You're telling me you don't hang out in comic book stores?
It's not my.
Only if he's getting paid $10 to $20.
Yeah.
10 to 20.
It's good.
That's generous. That's a good night in a comic book
I got a
store.
$5 once, and
Yeah.
I was like, why did I come here? Spend it
I think
immediately.
at the end of this year, we'll do we'll roll a tape of everybody that we've lost to comedy this year.
Oh, who have we lost?
Well, Yale Hollander,
Oh.
Patrick Brandmeier, Aaron Porter.
Didn't Brandmeier quit a long time ago? He Aaron Porter a long time ago.
No, I mean it's official. Like the obituary's out there.
Oh.
Like, you can find the obituary.
Oh, like he announced, I'm done.
Final
saw Yale did.
thoughts. Final thoughts.
I saw
Yeah,
Yale was like, I'm done doing
that's
comedy.
obituary, by the way. You ever listen to obituary?
Not really.
What's your obituary, dude? You gonna do it live on the podcast right here? This is where you officially put in your resignation.
Hey, listen. If you're watching this and you miss me, I don't really give a fuck. Comedy's gay now.
Whoa, that's awesome, dude. It's never been better. Comedy's never been better.
Have there been tons of sweet jokes out about Trump getting arraigned?
Not yet. He was
Ryan Beck
arrested
had
though.
one.
That happened. That I just saw that today. He got arrested.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm already sick of hearing the comparisons to Lock Her Up. It's already annoying the shit out of me.
Where you? Oh,
'Cause
I don't know. I don't.
People are chanting "Lock him up," and then there's
Yeah.
been a lot. Here's what's annoying is people posting it, like commenting on it in earnest, being like, "Well, I bet you didn't think of this ironic thing that was gonna happen." Yeah, everyone's thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, right,
I don't know
right,
much
right.
about
You should
it.
You should do this on stage.
One of the benefits I think of doing comedy is that you have this thing in the back of your head where you're like, "Is this an original thought?" And if not, maybe I should shut the fuck up. And too many people on the internet don't have that.
Well, yeah. Yeah, well, that's a different thing. Internet's a different thing. Like, I guess, like, if somebody shows you, like, a meme, you go, really? This is what you think is funny? Like, that's what you think is funny? And you're like, well, yeah, maybe in a meme, but, like, on stage, you know, maybe that's a little different. Right?
I was cleaning off my phone. I saw an old meme that actually made me laugh. It was just a fucking gingerbread in a gingerbread house, and that was it. And I was just like, that's pretty funny.
That's it? You see what I mean? How is that something? That's nothing.
I don't know. It tickled me in the right way.
That's
I might have been drunk.
Okay. Well, we still love you, Aaron.
I love you guys.
Yeah. I love you too, Will.
We have to say, nope.
Hold it in.
Won't say it.
Well,
No.
you know, we're not going to judge you.
That's tight.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's a somber ending.
Yeah.
It's a somber ending for the show.
I wish I could kill myself at the end of this podcast. That would be a really good end to this. That would really be the button on the end of this if if you were like, we thought he was talking about comedy. He wasn't. If I Bud Dwyer myself right now.
We're all just hacks.
Hey, I'm not going to make anyone laugh. Relax.
All right. Well, hey, I guess we'll see. You guys got anything else to say? Anything you want to say to the people?
One of these days we'll
before
get
we
to
go?
this cop getting shot.
Join us next week.
No
Aaron's going
cops.
to do a bunch of comedy this week. Tell us all about it.
Will backs the blue, so we're not going to watch cops get shot on you.
Hey, me too.
All right. Hey, get us to 80. See you next week.
Peace.
Bye-bye. 80 for Brady.